Bane, the one who broke the Batman. Well, let's find out how close to the truth is that. Knightfall is one of the most famous Batman stories out there. It is the introduction of Bane, and the first time ever Batman was put out of the game for so long. This story is the equivalent of a year's worth in comics, so given that it's such a long story and it's collected in 3 volumes, I'll review them individually so I can put my thoughts together easily. So, Vol.1. This collects both Broken Bat and Who Rules the Night, which are the original 2 first paperback collections. Well, not the original, but the first paperback collections, being Broken Bat and Who Rules the Night and Night's End. But original, when they came out as comics, they were Knightfall, Night Quest, and Night's End. And another fun fact is that the same year this was published, The Death of Superman was published. So, in the same year, both Batman and Superman were out of the game. Batman was crippled and Superman was dead. But back to the story. This also collects the origin of Bane, called Vengeance of Bane. And it shows us that he was born and raised in a prison somewhere in Latin America, which is kind of cool. And he had this phobia of bats, and one of the inmates told him that there was this city called Gotham where the Batman ruled the city. So he escapes from that prison with some inmates that were his friends, and what he wanted was that he wanted to go to that city to conquer his own fears. This is my favorite big Batman long story. It deals with the mantle of the Batman, the madness around it, the responsibility around it, and shows us that only Bruce Wayne can be Batman. So yeah, in a way, Battle for the Cowl has been done before. Here. And if you liked what was done with Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, you're going to get blown away with what he does here. Because he's not a henchman, he's the one who owns the henchman. So what happens is basically Bane breaks out every inmate from Arkham, and Batman has to go after all of them. Restless and weakening himself without noticing, he ends up facing Bane in the end and ultimately failing. But the point is that when this whole thing started, Batman wasn't feeling so good. He was sick of something. He was sick. They didn't tell us what he had. I just thought, okay, he had the flu. He's got the flu. I don't know. They don't say what he has. He's just sick. So by the end of the whole thing, when he faces Bane, he's so weak, he's not even a match for him. And one interesting thing is that everyone says Bane is a mastermind for doing this. And maybe he is. And I won't deny he's badass, but in my opinion, he just did what every other coward criminal has done before. Weaken the hero and stride while he is weak. You know? But aside from that, I think this story is awesome. The artwork is awesome. Normally I hate the blue cape and yellow circle, but here it looks freaking astonishing. This was an event that covered all Batman books, kind of like Death of the Family. So there are several artists here, and they are all really good at showing the darkness of Batman. This is a great read for anyone who wants to get into Batman, not as his beginnings or at the end of his career, but as just Batman being Batman. For anyone who wants to get into Batman, I recommend both The Long Halloween and Knightfall. Those are the best stories of Batman at his peak, sort of. So yeah, this is awesome, and I really recommend you to read this. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.